PowerFM's Friday Livewire. For Stellar Studios Now for singing, performance, guitar, piano, bass, drums, and band tuition.
It is, and I always say this, favourite time of the week, 23 to 9, and we've got a local act in studio to perform for Friday Livewire. Joining me today, I'd love to welcome into the studio Naomi White. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, look, you're a bit of a returner to the music scene, aren't you, Naomi?
Yeah.
So what's your story?
So I, played in a bunch of bands growing up when I was younger. Had a few years off from that, and basically I'm just kind of taking the opportunity to get back into it again.
Now, I had the great opportunity to hear you perform at the Shoalhaven Open Mic.
Yeah.
And was that one of the first times you've performed since returning?
So as a solo act, it was probably about 7 years since I performed. Yeah, so it's been a while. Yeah.
Wow. And look, I can guarantee people are going to hear you perform soon and they're going to be like, wait, she hasn't performed for like 7 years, except for once or twice. That is insane. Solo. It is nuts that you're still that good.
Oh, I've been practicing. You sort of sit at home and you pick up the guitar and play every now and then. But in terms of actually sort of seeking gigs and getting out and actually doing it, it's been a little while, yeah.
So when you're sitting at home picking up the guitar, having a bit of a fiddle around, what's the song you'll always... Because I whenever I'm playing music and I'm sort of on my own, there's one instrument I'll pick up and start playing one song. What's that song for you?
I'm a big fan of a band called Rise Against.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got a song called Swing Life Away, which I'll often, sit down and play. It's one of my go-to. I know it's not played on mainstream radio, but it's a go-to for me, yeah.
Cool, man. Now, your style as well, we're about to hear it, but how would you describe yourself musically?
That's a tough one. It's hard because I love all music, so I'll take bits and pieces from everything that I listen to, whether it's a pop song on the radio or a punk song or anything that I listen to sort of inspires me. I take a little bit from that.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see how that's influenced you with this. We've got you to do a cover for us first. What are you going to be performing?
I'm going to be performing I Said Hi by Amy Shark.
And I believe you've learnt this in a week?
Yeah, you called me last week and I was like, okay, probably need to go and learn a cover. So
that's great. Well, look, let's leave it at that. Let's hear what you got. Naomi White performing Amy Shark, I Said Hi for Friday Livewire here on PowerFM.
I stand in the corner like a tired boxer, one hand on my cheekbone, one hand on the rope, and all my veins pump blood into my throat so I can hit the note, go and do it all again. Tell him all I said hi. Tell him all I said hi. And I lay half awake, thinking what's it gonna take for a moment to arrive, so sick and paralyzed. I chew the gum on the left side of my mouth, wonder when I'll spit it out, yeah, I'm just getting started. Tell them all I said hi, hope you've been well, you've been asleep while I've been in hell. Tell them all I said hi, have a nice day, I'll be just fine, don't worry about me. Tell them all I said hi. Tell them all I said hi. I stand in the corner like a tired boxer, one hand on my cheekbone, one hand on the rope, and all my veins pump blood into my throat. Wonder if it's getting hope. I'm just getting started. Tell them all I said hi, hope you've been well, you've been asleep while I've been in hell. Tell them all I said hi, have a nice day, I'll be just fine, don't worry about me. Tell them all I said hi. Tell them all I said hi. Lying on my side, watching time fly by, and I bet the whole world thought that I would give up today. Lying on my side, watching time fly by, I bet the whole world thought that I would give up today. Lying on my side, watching time fly by, and I bet the whole world thought that I would give up today. Lying on my side, watching time fly by, I bet the whole world thought that I would give up. Yeah, I bet the whole world thought that I would give up. Tell them all I said hi, hope you've been well, you've been asleep while I've been in hell. Tell them all I said hi, have nice day. I'll be just fine, don't worry about me. Tell them all I said hi. Tell them all I said hi.
Woo! That was Naomi White performing for Friday Livewire. An amazing cover, mate. And how long have you been learning that one for?
About a week. You would have noticed there was a little bit of a stumble there.
We're not paying attention to that. We're paying attention to how great you sounded. Look, love that, but you're going to do an original for us as well, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Excellent. We'll get you to stick around for that in a few minutes' time. It's PowerFM with Sam, joined by Naomi White for Friday Livewire, 18 to 9.
Want to be featured on our next Friday Livewire? Register now with a quick demo at 949powerfm.com.au. Friday Livewire.
PowerFM.
PowerFM traffic for the Coast and Highlands. PowerFM's Friday Livewire. Stella Studios Now for singing, performance, guitar, piano, bass, drums, and band tuition.
Good morning. It is 13 to 9. A sunny, windy top of 17 degrees expected for that. Your non-stop music jam from 9 is hitting you then. Literally an hour with no ads interrupting the music, which should be a lot of fun. But right now, we've got Naomi White joining me in studio for Friday Livewire, making a bit of a return to the solid performance after years. And very excited that you're joining us for some of that, Naomi. Now, what do you do on the side normally, though?
On the side, in terms of what I do for work?
Yeah.
I am an apprentice carpenter.
Really?
Yes.
Any chance any of your other fellow carpenters are listening this morning?
I told them to. I told them to swap over to Power FM, and I've got the guys at TAFE. My TAFE teacher's told me that he's going to be putting the radio on and letting everyone listen to it. So, you know, I guess I'll be going back to that today. My mum's up in Port Macquarie. All the nurses up there are listening as well. So, yeah.
Well, shout out to all of them. I'm sure they're already excited by the one song you've done. You did an amazing cover of Amy Shark's I Said Hi after a week's preparation.
Thank you.
But this one I think has had a little bit more preparation. Actually, before we get to that, sorry. If people are loving what they're hearing, how can they find out more from you?
So I do want to go into the studio and record some originals, but at the moment I've got some covers up on YouTube, on my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So that is found at Naomi White 12. And yeah, just some covers that I've done over the years that I wasn't out gigging. So
okay, and if we want to see you performing live,
one of my mates, Mike, who's also in the in the scene, starting to gig again. He's got a gig at Bottle Rocket on the 21st, which is a Thursday night. That's from 7 till 9, and he's invited me to tag along. So I'm going to come along and play some music with him.
Looking forward to hearing that one as well. But you've got an original. This one's a bit of an old school original, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, I wrote it probably about 10 years ago now. I still don't have a name for it. I probably should, but anyway.
Okay, so what we're about to hear, Untitled, performed by Naomi. What's it about?
At the time, I was... I guess when you're younger and you're growing up, you're sort of looking at all of the different things that are going on in your life and relationships and things like that, and just wanting to break out of a few things and I guess experience some freedom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear that. It's Naomi White performing for Friday Livewire. Take it away.
Thank you. Dizzy, spinning around and around. That's what my life is like for right now. Wondering where I plan to be, or should I say, who I'm to become. I don't know where to go, what road to take, or if I'll make a mistake. Yeah. I wanna break out of this life. It ain't sitting right when I stare into the darkest night. I wanna leave, chasing something that I may never catch, but I just don't care. I'm not losing sight. I wanna leave. You hate the fact that I just cannot stay still. Yeah, you do, yeah, you do. Oh. I couldn't stand to remain beside you. I need the rush of adrenaline that you do not feel. Because I wanna break out of this life. It ain't sitting right when I stare into the darkest night. I wanna leave, chasing something that I may never catch, but I just don't care. I'm not losing sight. I wanna leave. Not running from you. I'm not afraid of facing you, and I'm not running to you. Yeah, I'm getting away, I'm not running from you, no. I'm not afraid of facing you, and I'm not running to you, no, no. Yeah, I'm getting away, I'm not running from you. Well, I'm not afraid of facing you, and I'm not running to you, no, no. Yeah, I'm getting away, I'm not running from you. Just to something new. I'm so sick of feeling blue. I can make it through, yeah, yeah. I wanna break out of this life. It ain't sitting right when I stare into the darkest night. I wanna leave, I'm chasing something that I may never catch, but I just don't care. I'm not losing sight. I wanna leave. Dizzy spinning around and around. That's what my life is like for right now.
Woohoo! That was again Naomi White, absolutely killing it for Friday Live Wire.
Thank you.
Original, untitled. If people want to suggest names for it, is there any way they can hit you up and let you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know, find me on Facebook, but I'm under Naomi Lee on Facebook. Find me and message me.
I love that.
Give me ideas.
Catch you at your gig. You're taking along with a mate of yours at Bottle Rocket on the 21st.
I am, yeah.
Good luck with everything, mate. Hopefully people get in touch. I want to give you more gigs because you're sounding absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you.
But thanks so much for coming in for Friday Live Wire.
Thanks for the opportunity.
No problem. And if you want to come in for Friday Live Wire, you have to register for a shot so I know you exist. Go to 949powerfm.com.au. And it could be you joining me next week. It's Power FM with Sam, 5 to 9.